Hey guys, making a little quick update video of what I'm up to every now and then. I had to scrap my bike. Well, actually, I had to take the fan assembly and rad, shroud and everything out of the bike. I went for a run there a few weeks ago, well, probably a week or so ago now. And when I was driving along, the engine temp light come on. So I shut her down, fan cut in, fan cut out, that kind of stuff, went out. So I really never thought anything of it. I didn't. But anyways, I turned around and I worked my way home. And anyways, on the way home again, twice again, the engine temp light come on. So I had to shut her down, wait for the fan to do her machine. Anyways, when I got home, pulled her in the garage and checked everything over. All the fuses seemed to be right and everything looked to be working. And I looked in and there was a bit of dirt on the rad, and I said, well, it can't be that dirty. Anyways, took it out and there was a bit of dirt on it. Wasn't much, like the fan was cutting in here and there. So brought her up to the power wash, brought her up to the car wash and blew out the rad and capped over the two ends. A bit of plastic and zip ties. Blew her out and wasn't really that bad. And anyways, when I come to be, I took my fan apart. So had to take that out. Anyways, when I come to be, people says the bearings, there's something wrong with the bearing in the fan. Mine is the opposite. I got a motor trouble with my fan. I'll just turn on the power outlet there and you just watch. That's a full 12 volt power outlet that can easily run that little fan if it was working properly. And there must be some strain, or the brushes on the electric motor must be burned out or something. Never had a problem before, but anyways, no. And on the way home, while I was overheating, I had to, I took my fuse box apart, and she got a, fuse box there, she got a heat temperature fuse or something like that. I'm not quite familiar with it. Basically, instead of having a normal fuse, when the amperage comes on, the fuse it'll pop. Basically, it just resets itself, and it takes like probably 5 minutes to cool down and reset. And that tripped twice on the way home. So that's one of the reasons I took it out. And I called up the Fun and Fast, or Bombardier anyway, or Can-Am. And I called up and they said, yes, bring her up and that kind of stuff. So I brought her up and they looked at her, and a week or so later they called and said, oh, you need a new fan assembly. And at that point I had to, where have I got that for? At that point, before I brought her up, I had the inner fenders. I don't know if you can see, but there's a big inner fender that covers all of this in here, so you can't see nothing. And I took them out, and I already basically had it figured out that I needed a fan assembly. And they said, call up and ask them, and anyways, they said, oh, you need a new fan. So I did that and talked to them. And they said, yeah, there's no warranty left on your bike. I said, well, okay. And I said, what can you do for me? He said, they said the warranty ran out 6 months ago. So the bike is a year and a half old. Not a year and a half. Yeah, a little over a year and a half old. And the bike was 6 months out of warranty. And basically the fan assembly gave out into it, and they wouldn't replace it. So I priced it up off Bombardier, and they wanted $280 for the fan motor alone, not the shroud, anything like that. So I was looking up online, and I found a few things, and if I can find anything else, I'll put up a little link there, so if anybody else has any trouble. But it's a bugger. Most people, there's a sealed bearing right here on this very lip, and most times the bearing gives out and causes it to fail. But my problem, the brushes is gone, because that motor should run as free as anything with that little 12.5 DC inverter that converts it over to volts for the vehicle. But anyways, no, that's my synopsis. So I had to drain her off, and I was reading online that when I refills her, I gotta check the bleeders in the top of one of the heads. She got a set of bleed screws for the antifreeze, so you could get air up there. So I gotta be careful of that too. But see what I can do. I took it all down, and wasn't hard to get out, to be honest. And I gotta re-roll my winch. But anyways, no, that's my problem. So if anybody can give me any tips or wants any help, just drop me a text. Not a text, well, drop me a comment, and I'll see if I can help you. Alrighty, see ya.